Hey guys, so today we're going to do a quick video about, the experience that I had, playing 11v11. During lockdown it's mostly just like, 7-a-side, 8-a-side in a smaller pitch, but I find that the dynamics are a bit different. One, because of, the space that you have and the speed, and sometimes when you dribble. Sometimes when you're in like a tighter space with, 8-a-side and like, a third of the field, you generally don't dribble at full speed as much, so that changes the dynamics. And second, when you play more organized football, like generally, I'd say the defenders and the midfielders that are defending against you, they're a lot more serious at defending. I find sometimes in pickup games, like generally people aren't as serious, especially if they're not at the back. Um, they tend to lunge in, so you can just beat them with one move. Whereas, when you play organized football, they definitely don't want you to go past them, so they'll jockey you a lot more and maybe back off a little rather than lunging in all the time. So, as a result, since you can't just do one feint, I've mentioned before, but I find I generally have to do two feints. So let's watch this clip first. So you see as Messi approaches the defender, see the kind of leg sticks out like this a little bit. I think it's a bit of a shallower feint. And he comes and takes the ball, and then there's a heavier feint there, like this. So that's always something I keep in mind. I don't think of the Jerome Boateng feint, which I've always practiced. I just think I just try to feint twice. So the first feint here, and I can see sometimes like after the first feint, they might come a bit here, there, in which you can just knock it first time. But sometimes they need to guess, and when you do the second feint, that keeps them like stuck in their feet. Because I find if you just do one feint like the first time, they're kind of prepared for that. But if you do two, in that case, they're guessing because you didn't go the first time. Now, one thing to notice is like sometimes when after you do like the first feint, sometimes they go like this way a lot earlier. So what you can do is actually do an inside cut this way, and also that it depends on the space you have, if it's like a good shooting angle or a passing lane. But those are that's another thing to consider. So after you do the first feint, uh, especially if you're further away and you're dribbling at full speed. Sometimes the defender, he like really wants to adjust, so like he'll go like shift over there a lot earlier, so that gives you like a ton of space to cut in this way. Now here's an example. I think I've played it before, but Messi does two feints, but you notice like he's not dribbling full speed, so like he gets the ball here, so he doesn't have like a lot of space to accelerate to the defender. So let's play this clip. Okay, so I mentioned also before, you see Messi's right foot is this way. I think just to keep his legs closer together as he does the move, but that's something I've imitated. So first, Messi does his shallow feint there. It kind of looks subtle, but when you actually do it, like I'm like kind of like swinging my arms like pretty aggressively and like trying to get like that quick feint, and then again like this feint here where like it's a lot more aggressive like this. Again, like it might not look like it when you see the video, but when you actually do it, it does feel fairly quick. And then Messi actually does another shallow feint over there to get to the side. Okay, so here's a clip of Messi, doing a feint and then an inside cut based on the defender's positioning, and he's doing it at a fairly decent speed. See, as Messi goes, he takes like a couple steps before he touches the ball, and then here you see that there's a feint there, and then he moves to the side and takes a couple steps, and then he cuts back this way over there. So, when he first does that feint like this, defender is kind of like shifting there, and then I guess it's that turn of momentum. So sometimes they go like shift to all. Really far over there, which makes it easy just to go like more towards the net. But you know, it's the same principle. And one thing, you know, that's really important I find is maybe it's a bit common sense, but especially since you're dribbling fast and you know you're maybe like doing maybe a couple more feints or inside cut after the feint. You see like all this space here. It's like maybe like 7 feet away from the defender. Well, when you're dribbling a bit closer, like generally I find like you know I can do the moves about there, but again, like I said, like I haven't been used to playing 11v11 for quite a while, especially trying to like imitate Messi's moves. So, you know, when I'm dribbling fast at the defender, generally I want to put my first feint like, you know, about this distance.